Namaste. Jennifer here, for those of you that might not know me. Today, and for the past, I don't even know how many times, I choose a card every time I'm about to teach a yoga class from the deck, A Yogic Path by Sahara Rose. It's really a nice deck to begin a yoga class with because it sets the tone. It allows me to set a tone. I'm not someone that plans the exact class. I might have an idea of what I want to do, and then I pick a card and it gives me a contemplation point and something to weave into the class. And interestingly, I keep on picking the throat chakra card. And the message is, you came to this world to speak and express, and you are doing so beautifully. Now is the time to let your unique vibration shine. Speak your truth, write your message, sing your soul's language, express your innate art. This is a wonderful time to begin any communication related project, such as a book, podcast, or business, or to take your existing project to the next level. The throat chakra reminds us to speak our truth, so continue to share what's on your mind with your closest relationships. Remember that it is just as essential to listen as it is to speak. And great communication skill comes in at mastering both. Listen to those around you to deepen relationships, and to listen to those who inspire, and listen to those who inspire you to deepen wisdom. Know that most communication is not in the words spoken, but rather in their expression and in your expression. This is a time for you to craft your own. Maybe that resonates with you. I'd love to hear how it resonates with you. Usually I have a few students that come up at the end of class and say, that was perfect. Can I take a picture of the message? And they can bring that throughout their day as a reminder to express, and grow deeper into what truth is. When you're on a yogic path, when you're on a Buddhist path, you learn the subtleties of truth. Maharaji said, tell the truth, tell the truth. What does that mean? You might think, if I tell the truth all the time, then I'm going to hurt people's feelings. And that may be true at first. But as you develop your skills and your tools, then you learn that, first of all, you don't need to express every single thing you're thinking. But when you do express, it is from a truthful place that is confident. There's a gentle confidence, I would say, based in your truth that is heart-centered and fully aligned with your highest self, at that time, what you're trying to touch, the places that you're working to get to in your own personal enlightenment by these practices, through your breathing, through your meditation, through learning new things and your practices, your experiences along the path. So your truth becomes more and more fine-tuned and subtle and poignant. And so the delivery could never be, well, I take that back. It could be misinterpreted as hurtful, but that is not your intention at all. And it lands softly. So hopefully whoever you're delivering it to can feel that softness, and maybe that doesn't have to be the end of the conversation. Maybe it's the opening, the blossoming of a beautiful conversation. So one of the postures that we did in class today to open the throat chakra was to, actually, let me set it up for a second. This could be a little bit messy for a sec, but stay with me. I could sing Sam Smith to you if you'd like. I'm only kidding. I'm not going to sing. And I have this new thing on my phone. If you can tell, the sound is hopefully much, much better, but it has a little piece to it that does not allow me to set this up very well. And I always forget my tripod. Anyway, so the throat chakra exercise that we did, there's a couple, whoa, I lost you. There's a couple variations that you can do. Seated, and nothing that I do is perfect. I don't have this whole big setup, whatever, that's life. Anyway, you can sit here back on your heels if that's comfortable for you, if it's okay on your knees and it feels okay on your feet and your ankles. Or you can come into an easy cross-leg position. So this is one variation of opening the throat chakra and focusing there. And it actually, you'll see as I lead you into it, it opens all of the energetic lines. So all the 7 chakras are the Western theory of the chakra system, and there's a lot of Eastern philosophy and science tied into it as well. I'm going to leave that there because there's other variations of chakras. But the blue, the throat, is also Eastern and Western, which I love. Nope, that's a lie, actually, because the heart is blue. Anyway, we're going to stick with the Western, the 7 chakras for this particular opening, okay? So sitting in either back on your heels or in your easy cross leg, we take our hands back behind us and begin to lift the heart. So we're leaning back into our hands, lifting the heart, lifting the chin, and then we kind of relax the shoulders back here so we can let our heads drop back. And we have the cushioning of our traps here, our trapezius muscles. When we relax those, they kind of pop up and create a cushion for the neck. So we're opening the throat here, and we're lifting the heart toward the ceiling. We're breathing in and out through the nose. It's okay if your mouth opens a little bit. We're still going to breathe in and out through the nose. So just connect, breathe into your belly, lift the heart, open the throat. And as you hold here, you begin to notice that as you inhale, you feel as though that energy, it rises, right? Your belly fills, it moves up all the way up. So you could say even from the root chakra, it rises up, and they all radiate and feed into one another. So it rises up, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then it even presses up further into the third eye and the crown chakra, indigo and white. And so this breath really helps you to connect with the energies there, to feel like you're working to bring balance and healing. And maybe that extra focus at the throat chakra, where we're connecting with our communication and our truth. I forgot I have a microphone on. I'm yelling. I'm used to not having a microphone. And when you exhale, the breath can come all the way back down into the root. So we inhale and it draws up. And you might even imagine there's kind of like this loop that happens. It can come up and over the head and back down. And we're breathing in a more of a circular flow. And just allowing the breath to wash over us. And this beautiful, because we're focusing at the throat chakra, this beautiful blue ball of energy at the throat. We'll take a few more breaths here. And let's return through center. And we're sitting up tall, either here or sitting back on the heels, dropping the chin down toward the chest to counter that opening the backside of the neck, the throat. And then we come lifting the head back to a neutral place. And we sit up nice and tall, allowing your gaze to fall at some point inside of yourself. And just focus on that point, and we'll meditate here for a couple minutes. Connecting with stillness. Our breath keeps us anchored into the body, and as we start to feel maybe a little bit lighter, maintaining your focus on that point inside of your body. Feeling more like our enlightened selves as we move forward with our day. Practice our listening skills, deep listening, where there's no desire, or we're at least aware of the desire to speak before the other person is done. So we control ourselves and we just listen without thinking ahead, without speaking ahead. We allow the conversation to take place. We allow this to expand our hearts, generate compassion. I take time to journal, do whatever feels creative to you. Maybe you sing louder in the car today, or you dance around. You take time to read that book that you've been putting off, even to call someone that you've been thinking about calling and you just haven't. You haven't had the time. Maybe today you find the time and you communicate and you practice deep listening and connect with your truth and see how that feels. You don't go down the rabbit hole of gossip or negative conversation about how life is hard. And I mean, we know life is hard, but we don't need to compress that even more by talking about it all the time. Instead, we work to generate compassion and love. And when we do deep listening, we're allowing others to have their experience from a place of where we're all equal. We're all just existing on whatever plane we're existing on, whatever level of enlightenment and wisdom. And it's not for us to judge another. We just work on ourselves. And your throat is radiating beautiful blue energy. And thank you for spending this time with me. Namaste. If you have not subscribed to this channel, then I encourage you to. I encourage you to share it so I can just continue to share what I'm learning, what I'm loving, and we can be on this path together. Namaste.